Hello and welcome to the St John's Park Public School Parent Information Session for Kindergarten Transition 2022. I'd like to begin with the acknowledgement to Country. We, the St John's Park school community, respectfully acknowledge the Cabrogal clan of the Darug Nation and their elders past and present as the traditional custodians of the land and the keepers of the dreaming. Time has come for all Australians to move forward to embrace, respect and share our diverse cultures. St John's Park Public School has a shared school vision. We, the community of St John's Park Public School, are committed to nurturing happy, respectful, lifelong learners within an inclusive, safe and collaborative environment. With a focus on continuous improvement, we strive for excellence in learning, teaching and leading, where all individuals are valued and achieve their full potential. Our school improvement plan centres on 3 strategic directions. Strategic direction number 1 is student growth and attainment. The purpose is to improve student learning outcomes in reading and numeracy by developing and sustaining whole school processes for collecting and analysing data to ensure appropriate curriculum provision. Strategic Direction 2 is excellence in practice, and its purpose is to achieve excellence in practice by implementing consistent structures and processes that ensure the professional effectiveness of all school members. Strategic Direction 3 is high expectations and engagement. Its purpose is to create a culture that is conducive to learning in which the whole school community can connect, succeed and thrive. Beginning school is a very exciting time in a child's life. You can help your child to transition to school by practicing some of the following experiences with them prior to their first day. Experiences include independent toileting, and this can be as simple as making sure your child knows to ask to use the bathroom with enough time to get there, and also being able to remove their school uniform efficiently so that they're not having accidents on the way. If your child has never used a bubbler before, it could be good to introduce them to a bubbler, maybe at the local park, and showing them how this bubbler could be used to get a drink. You could practice making and then eating some packed lunches prior to the first day. Let your child know that as much as possible, they're going to be in charge of opening their lunchbox and any packets that are in their lunch. We're always there to assist, but if your child can be independent, that's really important for their self-esteem and their ability to know that they are capable learners. Caring for belongings is another thing that is really important for students to learn prior to starting school. Keeping track of where their uniform is, their lunchbox and their drink bottle at all times is a really important skill for students to learn. Maybe packing a bag each morning in the couple of weeks before starting school and asking your child to be responsible for what's inside that bag will help them to be more independent on their first day. It's really important that you practice getting dressed in your school uniform prior to the first day as well. What parts can go on first, second and third, and wearing school shoes and tying shoelaces prior to first day can help kids to avoid those first day nerves and can avoid some blisters too with those school shoes. For some students, this will be the first time that they've been a part of a large group of children. If this is so, a couple of trips to the park where they can play with other children may help them to get used to being within a large group, and it might help ease them into the classroom environment. Finally, school days can be a long day without rest. So it's important that your child gets used to waking up at a consistent time, being active through the day, and going to bed at an early time each evening prior to starting school. So what will children need when they begin school here at St John's Park Public School? Well, each child will need a school uniform. More information about our summer and winter uniforms and how to purchase a school uniform can be found on our website under the Uniforms tab. Each child will need a school bag for keeping their belongings in, a library bag for borrowing books from our school library, and this will be supplied as a gift from the school and P&C. Your child will need a lunchbox and a drink bottle, a homework book or folder, and that's in term 3 for terms 3 and 4. I ask that you please label all your belongings with your child's full name. This will assist us in returning any lost items as your child gets used to taking care of their own belongings. The school supplies all exercise books and pencils for kindergarten students. When your child begins kindergarten, they will participate in the Best Start Kindergarten Assessment. The Best Start Kindergarten Assessment is a statewide assessment that helps teachers identify the literacy and numeracy skills of each student at the beginning of kindergarten. The assessment provides teachers with information on how to best support each student's needs at school. It consists of both a literacy and numeracy component. The Best Start Kindergarten Assessment supports teachers to develop teaching and learning programs that build upon what students know and can already do. Teachers sit with your child one-on-one, focusing on what they can do. The assessment does not require any preparation. Teachers will provide parents and carers with information about the skills their child demonstrated during the assessment. All children learn at different rates, and parents do not need to be concerned if their child can't answer all of the questions in the assessment. Our school has a number of quality programs to assist and support your child learning at school. In English, from kindergarten to year 6, students participate in quality literacy inquiry programs where they develop their literacy skills and are then able to demonstrate the transfer of these skills to a new situation through an engaging, culminating task. In mathematics, from kindergarten to year 2, students participate in targeted early numeracy or TEN program. This engaging, game-based program assists students' confidence in addition and subtraction and helps them to articulate their reasoning and understanding in mathematics. For students requiring support, our school offers EALD, English as an Additional Language or Dialect, and LAST, Learning and Support Program. Our school also offers community languages, Vietnamese and Chinese, where students participate in language and cultural activities. There is also Relief from Face-to-Face or RFF for students who would like to participate. Our school also offers weekly library lessons where students will be read quality texts and have quality discussions around literature. They will also be allowed to borrow each week. At St John's Park Public School, we are a PB4L school, Positive Behaviour for Learning. PB4L at St John's Park Public School is a whole school community, evidence-based approach that aims to create and sustain a learning environment that positively intervenes and supports the achievement of social, emotional and academic outcomes for all students. So what does PB4L look like in practice? Well, at St John's Park Public School, we make good choices. Here you can see our all settings matrix. You can see that our focus areas are to be safe, be respectful, and be an active learner. And there are some ways that we can demonstrate these areas. For be safe, it's important that we move safely around the school, that we are seen at all times, that we keep hands, feet, and objects to ourselves, that we're in the right place at the right time, and that we say stop, walk away, and talk to a teacher if there's a problem. We show that we're respectful at St John's Park Public School by wearing our school uniform with pride, by being kind to others, by caring for our own and other people's property, by caring for the school environment, by listening well and speaking politely, by understanding and appreciating difference. And we show that we're active learners at St John's Public School by solving problems, communicating and collaborating, asking questions to learn more, reflecting on learning, learning from our mistakes, keeping on trying without giving up, and looking after the well-being of ourselves and others. A big part of school is getting used to the classroom environment. And we support students at St John's Park Public School by having classroom settings around the 3 PB4L expectations to be safe, be respectful, and be an active learner. You can see here that to be safe, we keep our hands, feet, and objects to ourselves. We move sensibly in the classroom, and we keep our learning space tidy. In order to be respectful in the classroom, we make sure that we're actively listening, that we're using good manners, and that we're being kind to each other. And we can demonstrate that we're an active learner in the classroom by demonstrating the learning protocols, remembering our school motto, always our best, and by actively participating in all learning. And here's a closer look at our learning protocols, which come under being an active learner in the classroom. In kindergarten, we'll be teaching students what each of these looks like. How do I solve problems? How do I communicate and collaborate? How can I ask questions to learn more? How can I reflect on my learning? How do I learn from my mistakes? How can I keep trying without giving up? How can I look after my well-being and the well-being of others? And here are the 5 L's, which will help your child to actively listen in the classroom. When the teacher is speaking and students are on the floor, they listen with their ears, they look with their eyes, their lips are closed, their legs are crossed, and their lap has hands. Out on the playground, teachers will be reminding students how they can be safe, be respectful, and be active learners. Out on playground A, you can see that to be safe, you'll have to wear your hat because our school has a no hat, no play policy. You have to play safe games, and if you're eating, you should be sitting down. We need to be respectful by sharing the area and playing fairly. And we can be an active learner by playing games by the rules. Wherever we see the walk zone sign at school, we're going to learn that that is an indication that we need to walk. And we'll be practicing that when students get to school too. I know they'll be very excited, and when little ones get excited, they like to run. So it's important that if we see that walk zone, we slow down. Each week, there is a focus area for PB4L, and teachers will have a direct teaching lesson around the focus. This focus will also be included in the newsletter so that you can have conversations with your child at home about how they can be safe, be respectful, and be an active learner, and what that looks like. At St John's Park Public School, we acknowledge good choices. We give out tokens to students who are being respectful, being an active learner, and being safe. These tokens can be placed on a PB4L token chart, and then every 5 tokens will result in one of our token draw cards, which will be placed in the token box, and at the fortnightly assembly, students go in the draw to win a prize. For every 30 tokens that a student receives on their chart, they will receive a certificate, and they'll get a new chart so that they can keep earning rewards through the entire year. For students who are still learning to be safe, respectful, and an active learner, we have some systems in place to remind them of the expectations. A yellow card might be given for a minor incident. This can include some property misuse, inappropriate physical contact, non-compliance or defiance, avoiding work, or inappropriate communication. If a student receives a yellow card, they are sent to the assistant principal and they will have a conversation about their behaviour. For major incidents such as physical assault and aggression, repetitive minor incidents, danger to self, verbal assault, harassment, indecent exposure, or property damage, the student will receive a red card and will go down to the office to have a conversation about their behaviour with the senior executive. For those students who are consistently demonstrating that they can be safe, be respectful, and be an active learner, we have a green card system at our school. Students love receiving green cards, and you can see here that there are a number of areas where they can receive a green card. This might be for excellent work in the classroom, for showing respect on the playground or in the classroom, or being able to show that they can be safe in the classroom and on the playground. Students who receive a green card will be able to go down to the school office and share their achievements with senior executive. At St John's Park Public School, little awards can add up to big awards. Here are some recognised awards which can be given to students. Any 3 of these can be handed into the office for a silver award. These recognised awards include a merit certificate. 4 are given at every fortnightly assembly. Token awards, which are given for every 30 tokens that a student earns. Attendance awards, given each term for students who have excellent attendance. And sport awards, which are given out after each sport lesson. When students have earned 2 silver awards, they'll receive a gold award. And when they receive 2 gold awards, at the end of the year, they will have earned themselves a medallion. Great rewards for great choices. Here are some important dates. Monday the 31st of January 2022 is the School Development Day, but the office will be open from 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tuesday the 1st of February 2022 is the day that students in Year 1 to Year 6 will come back to school. Students in kindergarten will have a staggered start to school on Wednesday the 2nd of February 2022. At this time, we are waiting on advice from the Department of Education regarding the first day of school organisation for 2022. More information regarding your child's first day and what this will look like will be communicated to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much, and I look forward to meeting you all soon.